one of the many YouTubers that I check out on a regular basis is Maxheadron, and I don't remember him saying anything about sending me a box. You see, he's sending me a box here. It says Funko.com, but this is a repackaged box here, and it did look like he had a little trouble in shipping. Hopefully nothing is damaged within here. But I know that Maxheadron, he comments on my videos a lot. I definitely check his videos out a lot. I don't always comment, and I kind of feel bad about that. But the reason I don't comment sometimes on other people's videos is because a lot of times I'm multitasking. So I'll have YouTube on, I'm checking out videos, and if I'm going to comment on them, I usually play the videos through the PS4, and there's no option to comment on there. So usually I have to break my phone out in order to comment on a video. But the YouTube, once I play a video, it just keeps rolling. So it'll go from one person's video to the next. I usually set up a playlist that I keep going, that I keep full of other people's videos. And sometimes if I'm doing something else on my phone or I'm working on my laptop, I might watch a video, but then it gets away from me and I don't comment right at that moment. So it kind of gets lost in the shuffle. And I do try to comment on other people's videos as much as possible, though. And I've actually subscribed to a lot of new channels as well. So yeah, I'm doing my best to try to keep up with other people's channels. It's not all about my channel and me getting feedback. I really do want to give feedback to other people as well. So I really do try my best to keep up with that. But like I was saying, I don't recall Maxheadron and I talking about him sending me a package. So I guess this is a surprise package. I know he does monthly giveaways like I do, but I don't recall winning a giveaway. So that's why I say this must be like a surprise package from him. And I already cut it open and everything, so we'll get into it and see exactly what's going on here. Okay, he did put a note in here, so this should clear things up for me. Let me just kind of peruse it myself first. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read what he shared here. It doesn't look like he gives away what's inside of the box. Okay, it says, FM, I love your channel and all that you do to help the collector community. We are both fans, Biggie and Tupac, so hope you enjoy the book. Also, I sent a pop, which was nearly impossible since you have all the pops I have. And I gotta stop here and really give props to Maxheadron, because you see I do have the Notorious B.I.G. pop back there, and I had almost given up on ever getting that pop figure. I really was just gonna completely let it go, and I was saddened by that because I'm such a huge fan of Biggie. He's such an inspiration in my life, and yeah, I was just gonna let it go because of the price. But he did a video about Notorious B.I.G. and showing that he had a pop figure of Notorious B.I.G. and that really inspired me, and I was like, you know what, I gotta get it. If I'm not gonna get into getting a lot of high price pops and a lot of older pops that are really up there in value, but I was like, that's the one that I have to go for. And it still wasn't completely on me. Again, I got to give props to Anthony Nelson for helping to make that possible for me to get that Notorious B.I.G. pop. So big props to him, and big props to Maxheadron, for helping me to go ahead and push and get my holy grail. So really, from this point out, it feels like every other pop that I get is just like icing on the cake. There's still a lot of other pops I'd like to get, but Biggie is definitely my holy grail. And another grail that I had is the Crystal Heisenberg, which I managed to get as well. So really happy that I have those two in my collection, especially considering I haven't even been collecting a full year yet. Moving on here, it says, keep up your channel and those great poems. And I thought to you, Maxheadron, I really appreciate that. People that take the time to check out my poems, it means a lot to me. I've said this before. I know I have kind of an unusual channel because it's Funko Pops and poetry. I call myself, the pop poet. But I know some people, they're just interested in the Funko Pops, and then some people, they do check out the poetry as well. So, I appreciate all of my subscribers, but it definitely means something on a personal level when people take the time to check out my poetry and, even give me feedback on it. Then he has a PS here on the back. It says, please don't send me anything back as I don't have room in my office too much more. And it says peace, Max. And I don't know exactly what's in the box, but dude, thank you for this. Very thoughtful of you. And you all make sure you check out Maxheadron's channel if you have not done so already. He's a really cool guy. He does some really fun videos. His Biggie video was a lot of fun for me because I'll be honest, Biggie's death, Notorious B.I.G.'s death had such a big impact on me that sometimes it's tough for me to listen to his music without getting kind of sad. But Max played one of his songs and he's dancing around to it and just having a great time, and that was an awesome video. I really loved that video. That's definitely my favorite video that he's ever done. But he does a lot of fun videos, and yeah, just make sure you check him out. I'll definitely link his video down in the description. But let's go ahead and see what he sent me here. Okay, I see that we actually have a box within a box, so I'm going to have to do a cut here to go ahead and make sure that we get this open. Actually, I have to do a cut and literally do a cut, so let me go ahead and take care of that. So I got the box within the box opened up here now. I have not peeked, so we'll go ahead and get this open and see what's in here. Oh, no way. Dude, Monkey King. I was just looking at this pop online and how cool it was, and not only is it the Monkey King, it's the black and white edition. That is amazing. Yeah, there is how it normally looks in color. Yeah, some other ones here. Pixie, Monk Sha, Monk Tang. Those look alright, but Monkey King just looks awesome. And the black and white one here. That is amazing. And this is a Pop Asia figure. This is my first ever Pop Asia figure. Dude, this is so on point. I love that. Definitely might have to find some space for it up here on my main shelf. And I've actually been meaning to change this shelf up a little bit. I don't want you all to get tired of what you see up here. There are some that are definitely going to stay up here. Biggie's not going anywhere. Green Goblin's not going anywhere. Even Falcon and maybe Iron Spider will definitely stay up there for a while. But I may switch out some of the figures and things that you see up here just to keep it interesting. But this is pretty awesome. I really love the look of black and white figures. I might have to get some more of these. Right now, the only other ones I have is I have the black and white Daryl Dixon, and I have the black and white Harley Quinn figure. But yeah, I think I would want to get some more black and white figures. I actually like too also how like the silver on here is, I don't think it's metallic, but it does have sort of a shine to it. Yeah, that's definitely an awesome figure. And you know what, I'm gonna use my little trick here. I'm going to take a credit card and open this up very carefully from the bottom so that we can get a closer look at this guy, because I think he deserves to be out of the box at least for a moment. Here he is out of the package holding his bow staff there. I believe that would be called a bow staff, although I'm not completely sure because it does have these metal pieces at the end, so this might be a different type of weapon. In fact, the characters here, they're holding they each have their own type of weapon. That one almost looks like a trident, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm sure there's something else going on there. That one that Pigsy has is almost like a rake. And this one, I don't know the name of it, but I've definitely seen it in martial arts movies. I've seen that weapon before. A lot of cool weapons that they have within those movies. So this one, I'll call it a bow staff for now. Looks pretty cool. Something unique about this pop as well, I just realized this, is that he actually has a little smile going on there. You know, a lot of times pop figures don't have a mouth at all, so you actually like that. It really fits this character. Yeah, this is a great looking figure there. I might actually have to keep him out of box for a little while, because it's just so unique. It's so different from, like I said, I have some black and white figures, but the fact that this is a Pop Asia figure, you know, a martial arts related figure, and I wish I knew more of the story behind the Monkey King, but I'll just say this is unlike anything else that I have. So yeah, Max, you hit the nail on the head there. This is really something unique for my collection. I love it. And then he did send, I see some other items here in the box. He mentioned a book, and the book here says An Illustrated History of Rap's Greatest Battle, Tupac versus Biggie. Wow, this is amazing. I'm getting goosebumps just seeing some of these images. Oh man. Yeah, B.I.G. Sleep. Yeah, these guys, you know, two of the greatest ever. They were friends at one point. There's a picture that was used quite a bit. I know I try to keep my channel PG, but, you know, forgive the middle fingers there. But that picture there was very iconic because that's when they were cool with each other. I see some other iconic images in here. Biggie rocking that Coogee sweater, counting that money, you know. This is really amazing. It's Biggie when he's getting his Frank White on, you know, King of New York. If you know that movie, then you know that's where Frank White comes from. Tupac as well, you know, there it is, Thug Life tattoo. Of course, very well known for that. I'm a fan of Tupac as well. Not as big a fan, not nearly as much as with Biggie. I mean, obviously Tupac was a tremendous talent, but I like Biggie more, and I know that you can like more than one artist, of course, but in this case, yeah, I definitely enjoyed Biggie's work overall more than Tupac, although Tupac does have plenty of classics. I like this picture here of Malcolm X because Malcolm X, another huge inspiration to me. And Malcolm X, by the way, he's a person that was controversial in some ways, but his views changed over time. In fact, I own the autobiography of Malcolm X. I think I really would like to read that book again. People that automatically think some negative thoughts when they think about Malcolm X, I think they just haven't taken the time to learn about the man. You know, even though he said that he would advocate violence and you know, in reaction to violence, he was not a violent man. I don't think there was like violence on his record. At one point he was in prison, but that was for robbery. So not really a violent man, not a perfect man. He changed throughout his life, and nobody's perfect. I mean, these guys here, they weren't perfect, but they're huge inspirations. And it is unfortunate that they never really made things up and got back cool before their deaths. Although I think that it was possible. It seemed like Tupac was kind of changing his views towards the end of his life. He even said some things about how the nonsense between, I think he was mainly focusing on like the gangs in LA and stuff like that, and just within Death Row, how all the nonsense between people needed to stop. And you could see there was actually an interview with him and Suge Knight, and you could see Suge Knight looking kind of uncomfortable there. So I think that definitely had a factor in Tupac's death, the fact that he was trying to get beyond that thug life mentality, and some people just were against that, you know. So I think him and Biggie were unfortunately both victims in just a completely nonsense East Coast versus West Coast battle that just didn't have to happen. But I'm so looking forward to going through this book. Amazing pictures here again. Look at that picture, Tupac, Snoop Dogg. I just saw another one that really caught my eye here. I like that picture of Malcolm X. They're very contemplative. And, you know, Malcolm X was an influence to Tupac as well. Machiavelli, great album, has one of the best songs ever. Not just Tupac's song, one of the greatest hip-hop songs of all time, Hail Mary. Amazing song, love that still. Might be my favorite Tupac song. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting into this book and just going through it repeatedly probably. This is amazing. Max, again, you really hit it out of the park. And sorry it took so much time with that, but yeah, I really like that. And then some comic books here. So we have Wolverine Origins. You know what? This is amazing because I just saw this character here with that red globe head. I saw her in Power Man and Iron Fist. She was just in a restaurant eating. She had like one line in it, and I was like, what in the world is up with her? So this is really good timing. Now I get to see more about this character, and I know that character back there is the Hood. I wanted to see some more of him as well because he also had a little cameo in Power Man and Iron Fist, their latest run. So yeah, good timing with that. Nice. Next up here we have what appears to be a classic Avengers story. Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Avengers, I think the only familiar face I see here on the cover is Captain America. I'm really not too familiar with these other characters, so that'll be interesting to find out about them. And this one goes back to 1994. And to say it's not bagged and boarded, this is in really good condition for 1994. Next up here, Avengers versus X-Men. This was another series I never got to check out, so it'll be cool to see at least some of this. This says round 12 there. Yeah, so I missed out on this series, and I'll definitely have to check that out. Character that's real popular right now because of her TV show Supergirl, or this says Adventures of Supergirl, and that actually looks like the actress. So, okay, yeah, it says here based on the hit CBS series. I've not had a chance to watch any of this series. I'm kind of waiting for it to hopefully come to Netflix, which I think it will since it's moving to the CW. I would assume that the CW will have the rights to season 1 and that it will get picked up either on Netflix or Hulu, and then I'll check it out. And you all can let me know some general thoughts, what you thought of this series. Please, no spoilers though, but just, you know, in general, do you think that series is worth checking out? And then lastly here we have the Heroic Age Marvel previews. I always like these. You know, they give you an idea of what's out there, what's available to read. Oh, that's a nice image on the back there with Red Hulk, Spider-Man. Not sure who that character is, but he looks pretty awesome. So, and this one, let me see if there's, oh, this is an older one. Okay, May 2010, but if you're in the comics, you know the dates don't matter so much. If it's out there and it's available to read, then you can check it out. I actually had these run of comic books, the Spider-Man, I believe it was called Gauntlet, when it was like some different twists on some of his villains, and it's a pretty good series overall. Great artwork all throughout here. When it comes to comic art, I could just stare at it all day. Yeah, so again, Maxheadron, amazing box, completely out of nowhere. I'm really surprised, really pleased with everything in the box, and it's not the first time that somebody was nice enough to do something like this for me, but it blows my mind every time that people are so nice out there, and to say that he doesn't expect anything in return. That's very cool. But Max, I'm going to put this out there. If you ever see me come across something, whether it's like in a hunting video or something I pick up for myself, and you can't find it yourself, please let me know, and I'll see what I can do for you, because this was just very thoughtful. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that, because I want to get into this Biggie or Tupac versus Biggie book. I really want to go ahead and check this out. I guess I better be responsible and do my coursework for the day first. I am doing an online course, so yeah, I'll be responsible, and then I'll get on this book. That's it for now, you all. Remember, check out Maxheadron's channel if you're not familiar with it, and you all take care.